You're listening to the Level Best Network. This is the INTERCOT Insider Live, episode 172. The INTERCOT Insider Live is brought to you by Magical Journeys, INTERCOT's official travel agency, and the Disney Vacation Experts. Go to the website, fill out the form, and start planning your next Universal or Disney vacation. Left coast, right coast, overseas.
In between.
Everything in between, cruise lines, they do it all. Nancy and the crew from Magical Journeys with us for most of our 27 years online. Woo-hoo! Wait, I must have something.
Man, we're like
old
enough to get insurance discounts on our car insurance now. We can rent cars.
I know, right?
I mean, all our good birthdays are behind us. It's like all downhill from here.
It is true. There we go. That's what I was looking for. The party horns. Yeah. Happy birthday to us. Celebrating 27 years online. INTERCOT did in October. The heck is our birthday date? I don't know. It's at the bottom of our webpage. It's getting to the point
12th,
where
the 17th.
What's our born on date?
Yeah, our born on date. It was October 12th, 1997. It's down there. But like most old people, we don't like to celebrate our age. So we kind of sort of forget about these.
I was 19 when you started this site.
Oh, no. Were you?
Now I'm an old lady.
Oh, wow. Hello, friends.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
Hi, Michelle.
Longtime follower of INTERCOT.com. Yep. And so we did. We made it to 27. We recently launched a new website. We've been posting a lot more to social media. Wow. I've been trying to train Ian to stop going to Blog Mickey and come on over to INTERCOT.com.
It's called competitive analysis.
I know. That's right. Yeah. All right. You're doing
our analyst.
He's doing a CMA, just like folks
at
Gartner do, you know.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Are you going to do a magic quadrant for us too?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not in it, but
no, apparently not.
I kid.
Well, if I'm not in it, you're not in it.
John's quadrant is as magical as they get.
See, that's nice.
Kumbaya.
I like you kind of too, as well. Welcome aboard. It is now, wow, we're almost into November. We're at the end of October. The last time we spoke to you was around D23. Then we kind of went on summer vacation, which occasionally we do here at INTERCOT.com because it's not a full-time job for any one of us here. We do this all for you. We do this because we care. We care about you.
More characters.
But the nice thing about not having done a show for a little while is that there's a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. As much as we had a ton of stuff to talk about at D23, now a few things have come down the pike recently that has gotten the Disney fan base talking, and in some case angry, a little upset, a little verklempt. There's been some happy stuff that's come along. So let's dive right into it tonight and start by discussing Lightning Lane and the changes that have happened thereof.
Are you ready to be confused?
You know what? I feel like we went through this how many months ago when Lightning Lane was actually first announced, and
then we had the next iteration of it, right? There's
right,
and then now this is the newest one. Yeah, we just keep piling on.
Yeah,
it's
why did they choose to make
so complicated?
Okay,
so what do we got? What do we got going on?
We're just gonna recap what they have thus far.
Thus far.
Okay, so you can get your Lightning Lane single pass.
Okay.
So that's just one. You just pick one.
Okay.
Pay for it. You can do 2 of those a day. So you could get there and be like, oh, dang, the lineup's really long. I'm going to buy, if there's one available, a lightning lane for this ride. You can do that twice in one day. So that's lightning lane single pass.
Okay.
Then they have lightning lane multi-pass, which means you can pick 3, kind of like how Fast Pass Plus was, if I remember right, because it's been so long, that you could pick 3 in advance.
Right.
So you buy that.
That's the multi-pass.
Yes, you can get 3 for one day.
Okay.
Well, now, if you've got money to burn, we've got the Lightning Lane Premier Pass. So if you want to spend thousands of dollars more on your vacation, by gosh, they will help you do it.
Okay. I mean, how expensive is it?
Well,
It's
John,
so expensive.
it's so expensive. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But, okay, eligible guests can purchase Lightning Lane Premier Passes up to 7 days before the first day of their resort stay.
Right.
And Carolyn, what is an eligible guest?
Deluxe resort hotels, deluxe villa resorts, and other eligible hotels. That's if you want to do it up to, like, do it in advance, but anybody can do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're seeing this, but they're scrolling on the screen. We've got a list of the eligible resort.
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Hotels, and this is at
So they are
intercot.com.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Ian.
They are exactly what
This is not Blog Mickey.
What you said. Oh, well, hold on. Let me go see what Blog Mickey said.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got better stuff.
Okay, so what does this
Michelle's going to be
magical,
thrilled with all this
fancy,
press we're giving her.
celebrate,
I know.
what are all the words that Disney uses? Celebrate, magical, whatever. Premier Pass.
Okay.
You have to have a valid theme park admission. Then what you're going to do is you're going to purchase this giant pass that gets you on all the Lightning Lane rides one time a
Only.
day. Yes.
Okay.
So if you've ever been to Universal, they have, like, what is their fast pass?
Express Pass.
Express Pass.
You
Yeah.
can do their express pass that you can ride like all the things one time, or if you
And that comes, but the big difference there is that comes complimentary if you stay at
their hotel.
One of their deluxe.
One of their deluxe.
It doesn't come with them.
Yeah,
it's also much more real front of the line access. It's not like, when you wait in a lightning lane, like you can still wait 20, 30 minutes sometimes. So the Universal's is typically quite a bit, shorter. I mean, it's not a walk on necessarily, but you can get on pretty quick and high.
Okay, so prices for this Premier Pass vary by date and theme park. So I'm assuming if you want to go around Christmas, it's going to be more than if you went in on Labor Day weekend or something. But the prices range from $129 per pass plus tax. So you buy your ticket to the park, $150, say.
Okay.
Then you buy this for another $129. Or if you go during a busy time of year, it hurts to say it. $449.
But that was for effect.
Okay. And that's per person per day.
Yes. So $449. There's 6 people in Ian's family. It would cost him an extra.
I think he might have added a few extra.
$2,694.
Okay.
I mean, just to be clear, like my kids can wait in line. Like I might buy one for Trish.
I know, but just can you imagine? 4 people.
Okay.
$449. That's my family.
$449.
I'm not spending another $1,800.
Yeah,
$1,800. And that, just to be clear, that's only one day. So if you wanted this if you wanted this, say, one day per park, it would be 4 times
that amount.
That money, and likely quite a bit. Well, that was the max, right? We worked with the top line there, but I suspect, like, I'm sure Magic Kingdoms is always going to be a lot more expensive.
A lot more, right?
Because they got a lot more Lightning Lane attractions, I think, than most.
The only way I would agree with this is
I'm waiting to hear this one.
is if they did away with the single pass and the multi-pass.
Right.
Like, make it
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
so exclusive.
That's what they should have done in the first place, which is basically what Universal does. They
Right.
only have one, and it's really expensive. It's priced like this.
But if you're a park guest, you can come in and you can buy it on. No, if you're a deluxe hotel guest, you get it free. But if you go
you
to
can
the
buy
park,
it.
you can buy
but
it.
It's prohibitively expensive.
Right.
It's not the $10 that you can buy a paid lightning lane for.
Yeah, but again, it depends on the day. So I'm just going to give an example. Okay, so I think we went over the holidays one year. It might have been around New Year's or Christmas. I can't remember. It was one of the holidays
between Christmas and New Year's.
Right. Okay, and we went as a family. We went to Universal. Mm-hmm. And one of the parks was actually closed for capacity. Okay. But we had earlier, I think the week before, I was like, I'm just going to bite the bullet. And maybe my memory's failing me. I'm not sure. But I seem to remember paying about $250 per person on top of what my regular park pass was for about
probably $120 or something like that.
Right.
So you paid basically $320 a day per person.
Right.
Roughly, give or take.
But when I came out of that experience, because the park was at capacity and the line, like we literally would have gotten on like 2 rides the whole day. We rode pretty much every major ride in the park that day. And I came away thinking, it was okay. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Hey, right? Question for Universal.
That was half the price.
Does Universal's limit you to 1 per attraction?
You can get, okay, I'll tell you a story. You can get the type like this premiere where you can only go on things once.
Mm-hmm.
So for Juliana, my daughter, for her grade 8 grad, all she wanted to do was go to Universal and just ride the Harry Potter things over and over and over. Okay. And it was busy time of year. So I'm like, okay, for your grade 8 grad, I'm going to splurge and we're going to get the express pass, but you can do things multiple times.
Okay.
So yes, I splurged on that. And yeah, we would get off the ride and get right back on, and like it was busy.
Yeah.
So
that's another way that it's different.
It's a little different.
I've never done that one though. I only ever did the 1 per thing.
The one
when we first moved here, we had the annual pass. We had like the premier one, and that one came with express pass. I think it was every day after 4 p.m. I don't remember. It may have only been weekdays. I don't really remember. But it was every day after 4 p.m. and you could ride any ride once. That was included as part of the annual pass.
That's a good deal.
That's a pretty deal, yeah.
Yeah, especially because you could be getting off work and be like, I want to go ride some great rides.
Someone I know who is familiar with Universal says they have 2 options. One is unlimited and one's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like the 129 to 449, whatever price.
Right.
If there was no other option, that's the way that you knock down how many people are in that lightning lane.
But you're getting in a line now.
But see, you're not though, because you're still plenty of other people who paid $10 just to be on.
That's what I mean.
In Tron or whatever.
It's too clogged with all those people. They
what
have
I'm saying.
To get rid of all those people, and then it's worth it.
Yeah.
So like, here's my thing, right? So if you're there on a day when, let's just say let's just pick a midpoint, right? Let's say you got a family of 4. And it's $300 extra, right?
Yep.
To buy this thing per person. That's $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, that one you're kind of like, maybe if it's like Magic Kingdom and I'm going to get a ton and like I'm only going to be there one day,
right?
Like, you get too much higher. You're better off just getting a VIP tour guide.
It's almost right until they hike those prices.
Is there like a limit on how many people you can have in your tour with one of the
10?
10? So if me and 9 friends, split the cost.
We've talked about doing that. Actually,
we got to do that at one point. Like during one of our maybe.
It's really not that bad. Like if you get 10 people and it's like a reasonable day, you like $400 a person would get it done for you.
But is that do the plaid guys get you like your Cameron Diaz. Like they'll walk you.
No, so I've done it a couple times, courtesy of one of our.
Yes, I need to take her up on that.
Yeah, one of our members who
Yes.
I won't name because I don't want to call her out, but somebody that I am deeply indebted to for the experience.
Indeed.
So I did it twice. You in Magic Kingdom, you tend to go like true backdoor, like they, like literally kind of walk on.
So not Lightning Lane. You're
no. The other parks, we went to Epcot and we did Magic Kingdom, Epcot, in the studios, and studios in Epcot, you wait in the Lightning Lane. Although I think for Guardians, we didn't, but the rest of them we did. Like Remy, we did, and like the
I wonder
studios,
if it's something
we definitely did for Rise, and
I wonder if it's something that they know how long the queue is, even in the Lightning Lane.
Actually, I asked our plaid, and the answer I got, although you never know whether they're telling you the truth or whether they're just telling you a better answer, but the answer I got was that not all of the attractions are set up for like true backdoor access. So,
yeah, because I know I've seen sometimes they're like sitting out by somebody's stroller, like holding their shopping bags. So they just let you go in.
Yeah, they don't usually ride with you, unless they really want to. Like our plaid, when we went on Rise, they came on with us, and when we went on Guardians, they came on with us. But everything else, they stayed off.
I would not be a good plaid. Having to make conversation with strangers and be all cheerful all day.
Oh, I'd be great.
Yeah, you would. I would be like,
for the money you make, I
your
think
kid
you
in the
find a
stroller.
way to be. Yeah, they work hard though. I mean, they're like pushing, like a lot of people. They're pushing strollers and carrying bags and holding babies. Like a lot of like people want to go on and ride, and they can't bring their little. They're like, oh, just wait here. I'll wait with the kid. Like you got to wait with somebody's. God forbid the child starts throwing a fit. You're like
with a strange man.
Yeah, with somebody's. Yeah, so it's not an easy job, but they do very well.
Well, yes. So that is the Lightning Lane Premier Pass.
Yeah.
If anybody ever uses it, let me know how it goes.
Trip report.
Yeah, so I think there has been kind of a little bit of a backlash because lately it seems like Disney has been announcing these sort of really high-priced premium offerings, and among them, even we talked about this. So Disney Vacation Club got a new thing. What the heck is it called?
Let me find it.
Yeah, there's this site. It's called INTERCOT.com.
Membership Magic Beyond option.
Right. So I was trying to figure out, okay, so DVC, it's funny when my parents first became DVC members, there was like discounted park passes and things like that.
When you first bought, you got a free annual pass with your membership.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. In the very beginning, I don't know how long that lasted, but
right.
In the beginning, that was the deal. If you were a DVC owner, you got a free annual pass.
And then there was a pretty substantial discount or something.
Yeah, when we owned, it was $100 off an AP, which at the time was only $400. So I mean, like you were getting an annual pass for $300,
like a big deal, and discounts and things like that. And so those sort of things have sort of gone away, and they've also segmented out the resale with the regular one. So like you unless you were grandfathered in, which we were until we sold, about a year or two ago. You can't get the same benefits now if you buy resale and things like that. But it just seemed like, gosh, I mean, they have a ton of your money every year. And now instead of just making this a benefit, what are some of the things you get with this?
So some of them are pretty good.
Are they?
So Membership Magic Beyond option. Eligible members can purchase for $99 starting December 3rd.
At least that's not completely outrageous.
$100, yeah.
Okay.
For usage January 12th, so like all of 2025, basically.
Okay.
So $99.
A year.
What is that? Yes. So what does that get you? You can purchase specially priced 5-day weekday Walt Disney World theme park tickets with one water park visit included. So for $99, you get a 5-day pass with a water park as well.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Available for the enrolled member and up to 7 family members living in their household.
Okay.
More pricing details to come. You can or
So
if
wait,
you
that
don't,
$100 is inclusive of up to 7 household members, so it's not $100 per person.
I don't know. It just says more pricing details to come. I think the $99 gets you the eligibility to buy specially priced. That's what it says.
Right.
Purchase
Yeah.
specially priced. So $99 gets you in to the
It's kind of
group
like,
that's allowed to buy cheaper tickets.
what do you all remember? Tables in Wonderland? Like,
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
people who haven't been,
Yeah.
going to Disney that long might not remember, but you could buy in every year into Tables in Wonderland,
Mhm.
and that
get
would
food
give you a
discount.
discount at sit-down restaurants, table service.
Right. Yeah.
So you can, so there's specially priced 5-day, and you can only use them on weekday Walt Disney World theme parks. Or
Okay.
if you're on the West Coast and you're a DVC owner, you can get 3-day Disneyland tickets for a special price.
But we don't know what the special price is.
No,
yet.
we don't know what the special pricing is. And you can get a
Could be like
30-day
$10
memory
off.
maker entitlement. So like
30-day, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to take pictures for 30 days, I guess.
Right.
Or-
Then if this is
But wait,
there's more.
there's more.
You can get meet and mingle with special Disney characters at Disney Vacation Club Imaginatrium.
Natrium, which is a new place that they're building or something, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have you have
Okay.
to be staying at a resort and
Okay.
staying on points when you want to go meet these magical creatures.
Right. So this is kind of like going up to the Top of the World Lounge at the Contemporary. You actually had to be staying on points.
You can't just be dropping by.
Show up like, being like Ian or something who happens to, like, let's say he owns some DVC points, but lives locally. He can't just go wander up there.
No.
Right. Yeah.
And you can bring up to 4 guests.
Okay.
Or the number of guests on your resort
into the
Imaginatrium.
Natrium. Okay.
You get
There you go.
priority access to the Imaginatrium, and
My dream.
just what you've always wanted.
Special.
Making my dreams come true.
Remember, can bring up to 4 guests. Yes, so you can go up there, and you can use your points to purchase the Disney Sorcerer Pass to enjoy Walt Disney World theme parks.
Yeah, now that's a pretty nice option. Like if you want to use points to buy an AP.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna,
not bad.
Like let's say you can't find a good place to stay through the end of the year, and you have these points to burn. Like
now, there's something here, and one of you people that are smarter about DVC has to translate this.
Okay.
Get 1 bonus one-time use point for each one-time use point purchase.
Yeah,
so like they match your points.
Yeah, they match your points. Yeah.
So if you add points,
up to 12 points for a total of 24. I don't know.
This is so you pay $99 to get that?
Yeah,
it's one time.
Okay.
Like it's a one-time match. So basically the way I read that is like you could get a stay for half price. Right? Like, if it's a 120 point stay one time, you can use 60 points and get your whole stay for,
Got it.
That's how I would interpret that. Amanda asked a question. Didn't Bob Iger state a few months ago that Disney World is becoming too expensive? Then this comes out. So I think, I've read a lot of what Iger has had to say, and I think that he views like upcharges and upsells very differently from like the core cost of a vacation. Like their view is you don't have to buy this, right? Like no one's forcing you to. So I think in their minds, they're monetizing people who are willing to buy this stuff so that they can help keep costs in other parts of the park more reasonable. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm just saying I think that's how they rationalize it.
And yet, third quarter earnings didn't look so great for the theme parks. But, it's because of people who have a lot of money are going overseas. That's what I heard.
Inflation.
Didn't the earning thing just come out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The theme park revenues were off, which is the core of the business. And as a result, they stated that essentially higher end guests were choosing to go overseas right now. And I will say I will say the dollar is pretty strong overseas, like it was in Japan when I was there earlier this year. I mean, it's ridiculous. I came back and, I had to put my corporate expense report in, not for the Disney portion of it, but and I realized I didn't have many expenses over $25.
Yeah.
Literally.
I will say though, the street did not have that much of a problem with their quarterly because their stock actually is up.
What is it at right now? Because it's
96.74. I mean, it's up like 4% in the last 30 days.
It was like near 200.
Yeah, but I mean, it also was down to like 82 or something for a while. So it's come back up.
Keep waiting for it to come back. I got money in them.
Well, you might be a while till you get back. I don't know what.
Well, I'm just holding. Hold.
Anyway, Amanda, I think that's how they think about it.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to add a lot of discretionary spending options to try and let people choose how much they want to spend while trying to keep other parts of the cost more in line. I mean, the reality is until they fix the rest of the company, they can't make any money. Right. The theme parks are going to have to bear the burden. Yeah.
Well, I will say again, and I might have said a little bit of this in the last podcast, but it's been too long for me to remember that when my wife and I went down there a few months back and did the Food and Wine Festival, we managed to have a pretty good time staying at a Disney resort, which I thought was actually at a reasonable price for what it was at Port Orleans. We didn't pay a ridiculous amount. And we did the parks. We managed to get on things that we liked. Other than did we ever talk about the shooting? I don't think we did. I think this all happened since then.
It did happen since then. Yeah,
that we thought
on the list.
Yeah, that we thought that there was a armed person in the Magic Kingdom.
Dawn and Justin.
Oh yeah, we were there.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. I was there. I mean, I had left right before that, but I mean, I literally got home and all of a sudden I'm getting text from Justin, active shooter in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, like, we were in Fantasyland. We were back by Small World and stuff like that. And I'm with my wife and we were heading towards the Magic Kingdom and I'm getting these texts and I'm like, what is going on? And Justin's like, we're backstage right now.
Yeah, they took them into the utilidors.
Yes.
Like underground. Like,
yes. Yeah. Holy
They had them sheltering in place.
Yes.
Turned out it was like a fight in a popped balloon or something.
Yeah, something like that out by the monorail.
But you kind of feel good that at least they sort of had something in place.
Some procedures in place.
Yeah. That's what Justin said.
I agree.
He was like they knew exactly how to deal with it and they had it all under control.
Although I will say back in Fantasyland, when I asked anyone about it, no one would comment about it and people were still walking around.
They don't want people going,
Yeah, no, I mean you got to balance that.
But I was asking what we should do. And so I just took it on myself. So I looked at my wife and I said, you know what? We're going to get in the Peter Pan line. It's going to take a while. We're going to be indoors. Better to be indoors than out in the main area right now. And I'll wait and hear what Justin says.
Take a long bathroom break.
Right.
In a stall with some metal doors, right?
So, I will say, despite it was a great trip. Even with that happening, but that was the weirdest I've ever, other than watching the Main Street Electrical Parade by myself on Main Street the one time, which happened during a Gartner event. And that was like I was in a dream. Weird. It was weird. It was incredibly weird, but it's talked about in another podcast way back. Go look in the archives. But this one, I mean, actually feeling like I'm in possible danger for a moment or two. It was probably about a 30-minute period where we really weren't sure what was going on.
In a surreal place where nothing bad ever happens here.
I've never felt anything but safe there, ever.
Yeah.
So
that would be really freaky.
So it was a little bit wild. But okay, back to my other point. So we'll switch back from that. Is that we did Port Orleans, we did Epcot, we did Magic Kingdom, we did dinner at Steakhouse 71 with Justin and Dawn, and had, I think, one of the best times we've had over the course of 2 days. And we never felt like we were really rushed. And we managed to use Lightning Lane, and then we bought up for a couple rides, you know, a few here and there, just because we wanted to. And we were like, all right. And it was, we went in shops. We did a lot of the stuff that, you know, when you're there, sometimes with kids, you never had the time to do that kind of stuff. And now we could walk through that and just relax and eat and nibble and do what we wanted to do. So I just wanted to point out, I think the system is still manageable. And I don't think this big overarching price thing is going to ruin it for everybody, because most people aren't going to be able to afford it. I wouldn't be surprised if a year from now it's gone, like that they just don't earn enough revenue.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised. I think there's a lot of people that have a lot of money who, if you're going to go to the parks, like, you'd be surprised. You know, I mean, I hear Trish planning these trips all the time. A lot of people go because we don't. I don't think
I've heard about.
I don't think about it this way. A lot of people go. They go for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
One day is, you know, like a pool day, and then they do the one park each day. Okay. And so if you're going to do that
for a family of 4, and
you wanted to make sure that you were going to get on everything, right? And you were, you know, you it's your once in a lifetime trip, which, you know, again, all of us, we go.
Joes like us that go all the time.
Yeah, we're, you know,
maybe
not.
We're not going to pay disposable income in order to be dropping, like, let's say $300.
Yeah, but if you're a lawyer and you got, you know, 2 kids and you're going to go for one time, yeah, I think a lot of people will do it. Yeah, I mean, John, there are on any given day there are 60 to 75. You know, VIP tour guides going around.
No, I get it. And there are people in the suites, you know,
and staying in the Polynesian bungalows.
Yep. No. So I totally get that, but that's not really the core of your business, though.
I'm not sure that's not true. I mean, I'm not sure that's true. I don't know. There are a lot of people with a lot of money who go to Disney World. A lot of people.
Sure came
a long
way.
You look at
when you to take his
talk to Trish about trying to book a suite.
Oh, but there aren't that many of them. So there's
26 hotels, and they all have a lot, especially when you consider
not
all
20.
The DVC rooms.
There aren't 26 deluxe hotels.
No, there's not 20. That's fair. But all the DVC resorts too have tons of 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. There are a lot of
always building more.
Yeah, I mean, always my dad would occasionally use his points and book the 3 bedroom or whatever
villas.
Villas, yeah, the big ones, yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, can I just do a cool little thing to show you? Speaking of villas,
go ahead.
So we are not.
It's show and tell. Hold on,
we're not DVC members.
Let me see if I can.
But we're taking my dad to Florida for his 80th birthday. Ian wants to meet Larry.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to meet Larry.
I'd like to meet Larry too.
Larry'd like to meet you.
When are you taking Larry there?
The first week of December.
I really want to meet Herb. Can you bring Herb with
I want to meet Herb, really.
I mean, I want to meet Larry, but I'd like to meet
my father-in-law, Herb.
No offense.
Everybody loves Herb.
I love Herb.
Anyway, so we rented DVC points because we're not DVC members because we wanted to get a 2-bedroom villa. Anyways, this nice place that we rented our points from, I got an email from them and they're like, as a thank you for renting your points with us, we're going to send you, they send these stickers. Oh gosh, can you see them? Hold on.
It's for like magic bands.
For your magic bands. I have so many of them. I have like little choo-choo
That's cool.
trains.
We should do INTERCOT. Like if we could figure out how to do those, like INTERCOT stickers like that.
Super cute. And they
who did you just out of curiosity, we'll give them a free plug because I don't care anymore.
David's Vacation Club Rentals.
Oh yeah, David. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So he's a good guy.
He's been
doing this forever.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He's like got a little wand thing.
Yeah, he
like a little head and a little wand. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so David.
Anyways,
David, we'd love to have you as a sponsor. David.
And they said you
Plug,
can get
plug.
like these stickers for your magic bands, or we'll make you like custom buttons just as like a thank you. So I got
That's
my
cool.
little thing.
That's above and beyond. That's the Disney spirit.
They didn't have to send
Look at
that to
that.
me. So
Yeah,
anyways,
I would
Way
love
to
to
go,
know
Dave.
where they have them made, because I would like to have some Intercot ones done.
Yeah, they'd be
well,
great.
you know what's funny?
for
So
giveaways and such.
they are located in London, Ontario, which is right down the highway from me, but
Hmm.
they do
The other
everything
one.
in the other London. They do everything in American dollars, so you Americans can, spend money.
Dollars.
But the envelope that they sent me, these
Yeah.
stickers has a British stamp on it. That's not our stamp.
Really?
It's $2. No, it's not even British. It's euros. $2.80 euros, and it was airmail.
Well, that's what I mean. So it doesn't say where they came from. So obviously some third-party company is doing it
Is
for them,
making it for them. Yeah.
which is cool. But I would love to know who's doing that.
Oh, it was
Talk to
called
Dave.
They have a paper in here. I should have read it. It's called Magic Your Band.
Oh, there you
See?
go.
All right, cool. And another
free plug.
Another
plug.
potential sponsor.
There
Wow.
you go. Anyways,
Hey, Magic Your Band.
I just thought it was
Come
cute
on
that
the
they
top.
sent that. So now we have stickers for our magic bands.
That
Very
is cool. Which reminds me of something that I want to do. Maybe we do this in the new year, after things settle down a little bit for me, which is I want to have a t-shirt contest, which is to come up with the best saying for Intercot being the OG Disney website, or something that's very retro or very referencing like the fact that we've been online 27 years. And if we'll have a place maybe where you can submit your entry or what you'd like, and then we'll design it, and the best 3 will actually get produced.
Yes.
Like we'll actually do t-shirts.
I was just in Myrtle Beach last week, and I was taking pictures of some t-shirt designs that I saw for sale in some of the surf shops and stuff. And I'm like, I could totally turn that into like a funny Intercot thing.
See? Well, you might win. I don't know.
No, I don't want to be the winner.
Members of
Intercot
give you my design. Are not eligible.
Are not eligible.
Are not eligible. But I do have some funny ideas. So
I've got a few too. I mean, just reference. I mean, realize that we've been online since before Facebook.
Since Carolyn was 19.
Yes.
A lot before Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't join Facebook for, I think, 10 years.
Literally, MySpace was not around when we first existed.
There was no social media. That wasn't even a thing.
The web was new.
Yeah.
It
in
was.
1997,
I was connecting to Intercot on a dial-up connection.
Dial-up.
Windows 3.1.
Yeah. Streaming. Streaming real videos since 1997.
I remember
literally real video.
Yeah.
In 2001, I was on my computer at work really wishing, gosh, I wish there was a way you could like listen to Disney audio, and on the website radio. You had like a
Illuminations, and we had Intercot radio.
Intercot radio, yeah.
No. You had like video clips.
Yes.
Yep.
And I forget, was it QuickTime? No, it wasn't QuickTime.
No, it was Real Player.
Real video.
Player.
Yeah,
yes.
Real video.
And I clicked on it, and then I would have to sit and wait.
I know, and it was. You see the size that Ian and I are on this window right now?
It was like
that was how big it was. And if you blew it up from there, it was like so grainy you couldn't even tell what you were looking at.
Yeah, because there was no YouTube.
No, there was no YouTube then either. You know what? That would be great right there.
I wish I could watch a video of Pirates.
There was no, you couldn't, YouTube would have been useless. It took you like 3 hours to watch a video.
No, but I think this is great. See, this is what I'm talking about. Before YouTube, before Facebook, before MySpace, before blah, 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 and just list like 10 things. There was intercot.com, the OG Disney fan site. Like this is the kind of stuff, or, we remember when Horizons still had that fresh paint smell or something.
I'm old enough to have ridden Horizons, like Intercot is old.
That kind of stuff.
Well, there you go. Was Horizons still open? Like Horizons was still open when Internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Journey into Imagination was still good.
You could ride World of Motion.
This was, I mean, it's still in 97. All those were still there. Yeah. I mean, I regret that I didn't capture a few more of them too. Imagination, like the original Imagination. I don't have a full video of that. I have pieces of it, but anyway, yeah. So that's for like the new year. I don't let me forget about that. I want to do that, and that'll be your prize. Maybe we'll do something else in addition to that. We'll send you the shirt that we produce, and then maybe some things from the prize closet, and then we'll actually produce those shirts to sell for the site.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'll be fun. Okay, so we were talking all about the pricing, and Amanda brought up about Iger, this thing about the stating a few months back, whatever. So that transitions very nicely into the Walt Disney Company naming James P. Gorman as chairman effective January 2nd, 2025, and he's going to succeed. These are names we don't know. Mark D. Parker, who is departing after 9 years service on the board. And basically Gorman's an executive chairman of Morgan Stanley.
Yeah.
And previously announced that he was stepping down from that role at the end of the year. And he's currently the chair of Disney's board succession planning committee and is working to identify and prepare the next chief executive officer of the company. So that gets to the point. And there's a quote in this article from Business Wire that says a critical priority before us is to appoint a new CEO. So, at which we now expect to announce in early 2026.
It says Disney Entertainment co-chairs Dana Walden and Alan Bergman.
Yep.
ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro and Disney Experiences chairman Josh D'Amaro are all said to be in the running, although they continue to review internal and external candidates.
Yep.
Yeah,
and Iger's
supposed to be kind of leading the way. What's her name? I can never remember her name. What'd you just say her name was, Carla?
Dana Walden?
Yeah, Dana Walden is at least rumored to be the
forerunner?
Front runner. Yeah.
Front runner.
Which
Yeah,
makes sense. I mean, you can see Disney wanting to name a female CEO, right? With their commitment to DEI, it wouldn't shock me.
No,
because their entire history, they've only had white men as presidents and CEOs. So, I think it's reasonable to think that they might go with,
Yeah, and Iger's contract expires in December of 2026. So they need to, unless they're going to extend him again, they need to or bring him back another time.
I think he's kind of done.
Yeah,
I think frankly they brought him back to do a bunch of really hard things that downsize and
I think it was made easier by the fact that we had a global pandemic and that everybody kind of changed.
You don't have to say global pandemic, John. It's redundant.
Okay.
A pandemic is by definition global.
I'm just doing what the news anchors do.
One of my pet peeves. There's no such thing as a global pandemic.
How do I just put you and I on the screen and eliminate?
How about if you mute me and then I can't make fun of you?
How about this? We can go like this. Put him backstage.
He's backstage.
Bye.
Bye.
You only heard what I was saying about you when I was backstage.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So,
sorry.
But the guy that they named as the new chairman, John, is already kind of associated with them.
Right.
Because he's on this CEO succession thing. Yeah.
He was already on
hoping for some
new blood.
I think their friendly board is one of their biggest problems.
I think they need to have I don't even know if this is a thing, but you know how they have a CEO and a CFO for financial. Mm-hmm. They need to have a creative guy,
a CCO, Chief Creative Officer.
Is that a real thing? A CCO?
Yeah. Chief Creative Officer? Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like they need to have that.
I'm the chairman and chief imagination officer of INTERCOT.com.
Yeah. I feel like they need to have that so that it's not the penny pinchers that are deciding how many animatronics.
Well, it's people say all the time, look at the heyday of the company, right? It was Walt and Roy.
Right.
Walt was the idea guy. Roy was the money guy.
And then
was Eisner and Wells, right? Eisner was the idea guy. Wells was the operations guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And frankly, once Wells died,
Eisner went a little bit off track.
Cray. they've actually never really recovered from frankly, it's been kind of a long, slow downward slide.
It kind of be like John without Ian or Carolyn. I mean,
it would just go
and
right
nobody wants
downhill.
that.
Nobody wants that. No,
don't let that happen. Don't let the board knock us out.
So anyway, enough on that. So 2026, maybe we'll have a new chairman, CEO, all that good
My
stuff.
personal opinion is they need to go outside and they need to bring in.
I would agree with you, but I don't think that's
somebody with vision. No, I don't either. I think they'll take the safe choice. And
Right.
The only way that this is going to happen is if their stock price just becomes so untenable that the board can't.
Still not great right now.
Because we had that activist sort of shareholder stuff going
Nelson,
on, but Nelson Pelz, it didn't get anywhere.
Yeah, it didn't.
It wasn't even close. I mean,
they did kind of stack the deck. I mean, they were sending direct mail to stockholders and things like against him, which
that's what I'm saying. Like, they
totally appropriate at the time, but whatever. I guess it was legal that they could do that. So
I mean, I'm always skeptical of a board who is so afraid of outside ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know that guy from a hole in the wall, so who knows? I mean, he could.
No, but Jay Rizzullo was teamed up with Jay Rizzullo.
Well, that's true. I did like Jay back in the day.
Well, actually, we didn't really like Jay.
I thought I did.
Nah, I think you maybe
I did
wrong. We were pretty.
I'm gonna have to go back in my my note card.
Go into the files.
Yeah, and the INTERCOT.
Although there's a lot of things I was critical of back then that I'm like, please, I would give anything to have Eisner back. Like, come back.
I know.
And I hated him when he left. I was like, I was at the Save Disney rally, like cheering, "Fire Eisner."
Yeah, we were all kind of tired at the end there, but now it's like nostalgia.
You'd never know how good you had it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the president of the United States. Like, you look back, like
maybe
if you're a Republican.
Wait, don't make me mute your mic.
If you were it's a legitimate analogy. If you were a Republican, maybe you weren't that fond of Barack Obama at the time, or if you were a Democrat, maybe you weren't that fond of George Bush. But I bet everybody wishes we could go back there now.
Go back in the day.
Here we go. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Candlelight processional narrators.
Wait,
I'm excited about this.
Hold on.
It's my favorite topic of the year.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go on across town for a little bit. Yeah, so I hadn't done this until a few years ago, much like Ian still hasn't watched It's a Wonderful Life.
Nope.
And I hadn't seen Fantasmic until this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not really.
I was kind of.
No, it kind of is. I mean, it's not plus by it because it's old.
It just sucks.
Yeah, but back in the day, it was.
No, it sucked back in the day too.
Anyway, I guess compared to the Disneyland version with the big ship and
compared to pretty much anything.
Okay, all right.
Paint drying, grass growing.
Anyway,
the World Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's candlelight professional wise? Who are we?
So there's some that are new, some that are regulars.
There's a couple that are like pretty exciting though.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want dates and people?
Sure. I mean, you might as well.
Okay.
I mean, let me
add
this up here.
Do you want to put up some fantastic?
And as you go through, I'm going to tell you which ones I'm going to be at.
Oh, Braggy McBraggerson here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. November 29th and 30th is Olaf, Josh Gad.
Yes, the voice of Olaf.
He would be
I'll be there.
I don't know who this is, but I'm sure you do. December 1st and 2nd, Nico Santos. He's
no
new.
Idea who that is.
What's Nico Santos? What does he do?
I won't be there for that one.
Okay.
What's he do?
I don't know. You want to
Nico Santos is a German singer-songwriter.
Oh, okay.
No. He's a Filipino American actor known for portraying Oliver in Crazy Rich Asians, and I'll bet you this.
Well, he's also a German singer-songwriter.
I'll bet you this is. Wait, hold on. Let me move this window.
Like
over
Hasselhoff.
I'll bet you that's him.
Look, Hasselhoff. Don't hassle the Hoff. Oh, yeah, Nico Santos. Here you go, actor. Yes,
That's him.
He was in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah,
and
actually, he's pretty funny.
There you go.
Yeah, he is.
He's pretty funny. I enjoy his work.
Don't know.
December 3rd to 5th, Chrissy Metz.
I will be at that one.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
You don't know who Chrissy Metz is?
Oh
my God, she was in This Is Us.
Nope. I never watched that show. So.
No.
Oh my God, that's
why would
as
I
bad
watch
as never
cry
having
on
seen
purpose?
What? It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh my God, This Is
No,
Us.
it's not even comparable.
Legendary television.
One is a Frank Capra classic.
Yeah, who's
part of Americana?
What's Frank Capra ever done for me?
I don't know. Go ahead.
All right, 12-6 to 12-7.
Whoopi Goldberg. Everybody knows
be at that
Whoopi.
one.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one.
12-8 to 12-10. December 8th to 10th. Titus Burgess. He's new. He's very funny. He was in
what was he in?
In the movie with
Kimmy Schmidt, right?
Kimmy Schmidt, that's it.
Yeah, he was in Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, he's cool. He does
I think he was in
Old Navy commercials now.
He's been in several Broadway musicals.
He was Sebastian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in The Little Mermaid. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
December 11th and 12th, Brendan Fraser.
Yes. That's weird.
I'll probably skip Brendan Fraser.
No, I would actually go see him. I think he's been having a renaissance.
I got to make a couple of tough choices, and I
think that would be one I would see.
Okay,
I would actually go out of my way to see him.
This one,
like him.
The Mummy. Jennifer would need to go to. December.
She should come down. Come on,
We're
Jen.
gonna be there like the week before. We're gonna miss it.
Which is what?
It's a shame.
Ralph Macchio.
That is literally Jen's lifelong crush.
Can I just tell you, Jennifer was cleaning out. She had like this trunk of all her keepsakes, and this summer.
Yeah, she showed us that. Remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid
Ralph
of
Macchio
some crap.
scrapbook.
She has like a scrapbook of like clippings, like heart-shaped clippings of Ralph
Yeah.
Macchio from Bob magazine, and she still has her little scrapbook.
Wow. No.
Anyway,
like,
I will definitely be
can't
seeing
get
Ralph
rid of it.
Macchio.
Okay.
As a diehard
Karate Kid.
It's like a new Karate Kid movie, even.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. December 15th and 16th, The Man with the Good Eyebrows, Gary Sinise.
That is a must-do.
Without doubt, I would do that one. Yes.
Yes. December 17th and 18th, NPH, Neil Patrick
I will be
Harris.
there. I've seen him before, and he was phenomenal. My favorite.
Okay.
December 19th to the 21st. 21st.
21st?
Yeah.
Pat Sajak.
I wish I could see Pat Sajak, but I would
enjoy that.
I will be in Pennsylvania then, so I won't be able to. But I would go see Pat Sajak if I was going to be there, and if I wasn't blacked out, which I am.
He's got some time on his hands.
Now we've got December 22nd and 23rd, Gloria Estefan.
I would see her if I was going to be around.
The Conga lady.
Gonna pass.
Okay,
one of my least favorite Guardian songs.
One of the
that's a terrible take.
Right over the Christmas. 12/24 to 12/26.
I would see this if I was going to be there.
Edward James Olmos.
Yep. I
know. Commander Adama.
The man with the leathery face.
I mean, he's been in so many things.
Yeah.
He was what's his name in Miami Vice?
Oh yeah, their captain fellow.
Yeah. I can't remember his character's name.
By your command.
Wasn't he a guy in a Lou Diamond Phillips movie where they were in a gang?
Yeah, he was in what's that? Which one is that?
Why can we not remember any show?
Come on, it was the one where he teaches math. It's based on a true story. What the heck is it?
I don't know. Stand and Deliver? No.
Yes, that's it.
Is that it?
Right?
Oh my God!
He was
file
also,
drawer just opened.
He was also what was his character in Miami Vice?
That's what I'm trying to call. Lieutenant Castillo. I think he was Castillo in Miami.
Yeah, Lieutenant Castillo. But Commander Adama.
And then
so
December 27
Yes,
and 28.
Marty Castillo, and he was also in Mayans MC.
December 27th and 28th, Sterling K. Brown, which I like him. He's been in.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
And then the 29th and 30th. Is this Ariel Jodie Benson?
And she was fantastic.
I'm surprised there's no John Stamos.
He does the Disneyland version a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because that's the only one I've ever seen, and I've never seen this show. Just walking by and being like, hey, look, over there is John Stamos.
Yeah, I saw Stamos last year. He was really good, too.
I don't remember who did it when I went to see it, but Anyway, it was a great experience. I will say.
It is. It's
And
fantastic.
get the package through the whole thing.
I'm getting the package. Yeah, we're going I'm going to go like 6 times.
Oh, good.
It's life changing.
Yeah,
it'll cost me like $900 in dinners, but it'll be worth it.
You could spend that on your Lightning Lane Premier Pass.
Ian's going to start a GoFundMe so he can go to
go listen to.
I just use my paychecks from the podcast.
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
You wanted to
Thank
go.
you, Amanda. So say we all.
You wanted to go across the street.
Yeah, we need to go over to the big announcements from the other side of town, which is, I mean, it's pretty huge, right? Right.
Yeah,
right.
We don't know much, but there is they're saying that Epic Universe is opening May 22nd. Is that a holiday weekend for you guys? For
May 22nd.
America?
Is it? No.
When's your Memorial weekend?
It's probably the weekend after that.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, I could look.
It is Monday, May 26th. So that, I guess,
right
is
the
a holiday
weekend.
Yeah, right before.
Okay. So that gives them a week to iron out
stuff. I would imagine they maybe will have some premiere days and things like that.
Probably. Just to give you a reminder, you step through amazing portals, transporting you to, so like instead of Adventureland, Frontierland, they have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. That's one place you can go.
Which is interesting because you're going to go into apparently Paris. And you're going to be in the world of Fantastic Beasts, and then you're going to ride the Flu Network, if you're a Harry Potter fan, to get to the Ministry of Magic in London.
Yes. Now, I don't know if there's a way to
wild. Yeah.
You know how you can park hop between the other two parks on the
you mean, is there a direct connect between the two?
Yeah.
I do not know. That is a great question.
Okay, so that's one of the little portals you can go through here.
Yep.
You can go through and go to Super Nintendo World, which I would assume is similar to the one in Japan and all that.
Right.
Then there's a How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk.
Yep.
And then there's Dark Universe, which is all like the monsters and
I'm excited about
Frankensteins and stuff.
Actually.
And then Celestial Park, I feel like I remember seeing Celestial Park is like the middle, like the
area the hub that connects the portals,
and
which would make sense.
Neat thing, just a reminder, the neat thing is when you go through a portal, which is just like a big what's that show?
Right here.
Stargate.
Yeah, it's in the picture, but yeah, Stargate.
Yes.
That's good visual.
When you go through that and you go into whatever the Super Nintendo world, you can't cut across and go to the next world. You have to exit the portal.
That, which is interesting. That's different.
Yeah, I like that.
I wonder how that'll be for traffic, but yeah, you're right. So like you can't, where you go into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you could like kind of exit out into
Toy Story.
Yeah.
But like if you look at this, you can see there's little side doors.
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty cool. And that park, they have a hotel in the park or at the back of the park, which is again kind of something that they had at Tokyo Disneyland or Disney Sea.
They have that in Disneyland too.
And in Disneyland. Yep. With what is it? California Adventure. Grand California. Yeah, that's
now
yep.
Select multi-day tickets and packages go on sale October 22nd, which is today, isn't it?
Literally today. And you can save up to $200 when you bundle a hotel stay with a 3-park plus 1-day Universal Epic Universe ticket. So I guess you basically get 2 days in the other park plus 1 day in Epic Universe. If I'm understanding correctly. You can only go
1 day because they don't want it to be clogged up.
Correct. And if you are interested in going there, contact
I know who to call
at Magical Journeys.
That's right.
That's right. Contact them today.
MagicalJourneysTravel.com.
That's it. Yep. Nancy and crew and Karen and all the other folks over there literally are standing by waiting to help you plan the next vacation. Nancy loves Universal, and I think there's going to be a lot to love over there. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to like the monsters.
Yeah,
Land. For some reason,
it's very spooky looking.
Yeah.
Like the old crickety mansions and stuff they have. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is coming, and that is something that you may want to check out. I mean, literally, that opens not too long from now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6 months.
We're getting there. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been amazing the speed at which they've been able to build that whole.
It sure puts Disney to shame.
They're like the anti-Disney.
They're what Disney used to be. So anyway, moving on to other stuff. Got a few other topics before we close out for the evening. The cake shop. So this has been another hot topic going on right now. So first of all, I was not a fan of eliminating the ESPN club. That literally
Nor was I.
Literally one of my favorite places to go, hang out, eat, reasonably priced, fun. If you know, for the dads and the
like, oh, there's a game on tonight, moms, I can't miss.
Who were sports fans, and one would go take the kids, the other one, like go watch some Dayton Flyer basketball, or go watch some football or baseball or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like we went last weekend. Justin and I wanted to go out to watch the Mets game, and I was like, that would have been the perfect place to go.
Right. It was convenient. You could escape out the back of Epcot, walk over there, have some dingers, the chicken, boneless chicken dingers, which I used to love, and they shut it down.
Was it not busy? Was it always empty? Or
it's unclear why they shut it down. I don't think,
because I never thought it was.
It was mobbed every time I went there. You had to wait for a long time to get a table.
Yeah, during sport, any reasonable sports
like
weekend or and even otherwise, but there'd be people lined out the door. Like they would have ropes, and you couldn't make reservations. It was basically show up kind of deal. So they had bar seating and regular seating, and I don't know.
And then they decided to close it and make the cake bake shop, so another bakery on the boardwalk.
Why?
And it took them, how many years has it been?
I mean, it's the same question. Like, why did they close Disney Quest and replace it with the NBA experience, which then immediately folded up the tents and went away?
Right. And
now it's
because it was a dumb idea.
Now it's a spirit
big empty building.
Yeah.
So construction walls came down in October, and they had a menu outside, like some restaurants post.
By the way, they've been like building this for a year.
Yeah.
No, longer than that.
It's been longer.
It's been under construction since we moved here almost.
Like completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Since
it's a restaurant.
I know. How long does it take? I mean, seriously.
A couple coats of paint and we're good.
I know.
They put up a menu outside, and people, like, it's still not open, and they went and looked at the menu. And okay, how much would you pay for an egg sandwich?
$10.
Ian?
Oh, like I mean, I know it's
maybe 15
because I know how much.
I know what the price is too, but I mean, come on, any place else, like at the.
Does it come with fries?
$12 maybe.
They wanted $23 for an egg sandwich.
Okay, so I'm just comparing it with like maybe if I'm at the Hilton in Washington D.C. or something, I go down there for breakfast. Maybe I want to get a egg sandwich. It's going to be $15 to $18 probably.
But does it come with like fries or veggies or chips?
It might come with some home fries on the side or something.
Really, that much, John? That seems a little crazy.
Have you been?
Yeah, well, then if that's crazy, then $23 is insane. It says even a slice of toast was priced at $4.
Right, so $29, right?
Was
or
23 for an egg sandwich.
Okay.
So then the restaurant is still closed. They do host private preview events for invited guests, but it's still not officially open to the public. Anyways, everybody went cray saying this is ridiculous even for Disney, blah 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 blah. So they just recently, as of today, they just quietly we're gonna lower the prices. So some prices were only lowered by a cent, but others were lowered by a few dollars.
Yeah, I
but
think
not
it's,
super
maybe like
significant.
a 5%.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. In breakfast, the
Mhm.
cinnamon toast brioche bites are $23.99.
What the? I
Yeah,
mean,
so you know what that is. That's like the little Cinnabites you get from like Annie
from
Ann's
Cinnabon?
pretzels, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like essentially that cost about, I don't know,
They
like
used to be
$8
$24, but now they're
at the Charlotte
$23.99.
International Airport.
Can you imagine the nerve to lower the price from 24 to 23.99? Like, are we supposed to
Well,
like
because
that's supposed to we're
that
supposed to be like,
penny makes
oh,
you
thank God
feel
for that.
better
Yeah,
about
like,
it.
Because they're tricking you. Because now it's
I,
only 23
I
something.
will like
It
out of pure
Spite.
spite, I will never eat
never
there.
step foot in.
Ever. I don't care. Like I can afford
So
a $23 egg sandwich.
help
I'm not
same.
poor, but
Help me
like
understand.
I will never
Principle.
eat there ever.
So help me understand this. Is this like a chain or something?
Yes, they
Yeah,
have a
apparently
few other
there are a
locations
few
around the
others.
country.
And from
And
what I
I'm
understand, it's
It's
like super
high end.
high end. Like apparently the main reason it took so long to build is because like the woman who owns it is like incredibly picky
Fussy.
and like they had to redo like tons of stuff over and over again because it wasn't up to her standards.
Right.
So I mean, I think it's like a premium experience, but like I don't care how premium. I'm not paying $23 for an egg sandwich.
So basically,
It's not even premium. I'll go to
we were-
McDonald's and get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle for $4.
right. So I mean, or just get Uber Eats delivered to the resort. Literally, get your McDonald's. So the thing I'm saying is, so we basically took away an everyman's place, essentially some place that most everybody could go to, the ESPN club, and was again reasonably priced, was not ridiculous,
No, it was just
had
bar.
not bad food. I mean, there was nothing over the moon there, but it was decent
It was
food.
fine.
It was, like going to Fridays or something like that, or one of those places. And they took that and replaced it with something that serves $25 dishes. And for
a
breakfast,
hamburger with the fancy word for French fries, pommes frites.
pommes frites, yeah.
It's like $30-something.
No,
$38. Yeah.
no, no. I'm like Ian. I probably will never step foot in there.
No.
Out of principle because of the $33.
Not probably. I will never set foot in there.
No,
I never. Like, not a chance.
There's no reason to. Why? I mean,
no,
if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going over to the Yachtsman and having dinner.
Right, Victoria and Albert's.
Well, that's a whole different realm there.
No, but I mean, it's like I said, like I
once.
don't care. Like I mean, I could buy a $23 egg sandwich. Like
I could too, but
right, you could. Like we all could, but I never will.
We all could buy a
choose not to.
$50 Gucci plain white T-shirt, but
no, I mean, I could.
I'd be a lot more likely to buy the Gucci T-shirt than I would the $23 egg sandwich.
It goes to the point. Like I could stay in a deluxe resort when I go there, but where do I choose to stay? Usually, moderate or value.
Well, that's because it's like I always say this. Like it's not about the cost; it's about the value.
Right.
Like,
I could afford to buy a $23 egg sandwich.
Yes.
There is no egg sandwich on earth that is worth $23 to me, so I'll never buy it. Like
no, you're absolutely right. I think that's actually this is my biggest problem with most everything right now. And whether it be restaurants here on Hilton Head Island or things otherwise,
groceries, restaurants, cars, like
show me the value. I'm with you on that.
Sell me the sizzle, not the steak. That's an old thing they used to say when I was writing commercials.
Yes.
Okay. Also, big news: Thunder Mountain is going down for like a year.
A year. Yeah. We knew that was coming.
Who's that guy on our site who used to get upset every single year when Big Thunder Mountain?
No, it wasn't Big Thunder. It was Splash Mountain. It was Splash Mountain.
That was the only time that
we were just talking about that the other day. Yeah,
conflating.
He went every year when it was closed for refurbishment at the exact same time, and he complained
because it would be in January when it's cold. So of course they're going to close the water ride during.
That was classic.
And he took it as like in a personal.
Every
like they were like
singling
him out.
He would get upset.
Happened like 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
But anyway, we knew that was coming. This is apparently like a major Like,
I didn't think there was anything that wrong with it, unless
yeah,
they're changing something.
apparently there's a lot wrong.
Well, and not only that,
like I heard they were like nervous about waiting to close it for as long as they did because like
it's gonna break.
Stuff, but they're also talking about possibly adding some effects and things too. It'd be nice if they added
but it's from what I understand, it's a total. They're doing a total track rebuild,
which wouldn't surprise me.
So
all new safety systems, new control systems.
Yeah.
The last day you can ride it is January 5th.
Yep.
Then it goes down January 6th, and all it says is it's anticipated to reopen in 2026. So it could be more than a year.
2 years.
Yeah. And here's the thing.
Disney with their precise timelines.
Right at the precipice of what's supposed to be the Dark Land, whatever.
Villains Land and the whole
the Dark Universe.
And the whole
the Villains Land
with the riverboat.
My guess is they'll probably be doing some rejiggering while they're working on that and starting to lay the foundation for that.
I still don't understand how Villains Land is going there.
Well, we'll find out.
I'm still skeptical that that's actually where it's going.
At the back?
It's shovel ready.
Maybe they're gonna make like a little walkway.
That's what I'm wondering.
That it's not a dead end when you go to Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, you're going to continue on
but,
back
like,
right by it.
Again, like Thunder Mountain blends in seamlessly with Radiator Springs.
Yeah.
Right, but you might go through. They might basically, have a path that goes because Rivers of America is going to be
keep it. They're going to completely keep it hidden from sight. Like
what do you mean?
No, but maybe the backside of Villains is like all spooky rock work.
It could be, or you could fade into the. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Instead of red rock, it starts to fade.
Like,
into,
okay, so hold on a minute. So like we're gonna this is my point. Like Radiator Springs, seamless, no problem. So instead of
what do you mean? I don't understand.
It looks exactly the same as Big Thunder Mountain.
Right,
like
but they're doing
brown
all
rock
the cars
from out
thing.
west.
Okay.
They're doing the cars thing though out front where
No, I understand that. My point is that's dumb. Like, why would you not put the thing that blends in perfectly with what's there behind the stuff that it blends in perfectly with, and put the villain stuff over by Haunted Mansion where it blends in perfectly?
No, but that's going to be further back. We went through this already on the last podcast. I feel like we even looked at it. We even looked at a map, and you were like, "Oh, you know what, John? I think you're right. Go back and watch the last podcast."
I'm still not sure that there is construction laid out in that spot, but that does not mean that that's where Villains Land is going. That just means that
hear me
they're
out,
doing
bro.
construction there.
Hear me out, bro.
You've got. I'll do it backwards because I'm on camera.
I don't want to bring up the map.
Thunder Mountain here.
Right.
Haunted Mansion here.
Right. In between.
In the middle.
Radiator Springs.
Like cars, right? So
and
that kind of matches with this. And
behind
then
everything.
Haunted Mansion. So back behind, in between the two is Villains.
In between the two is across the whole back area back there is where.
And that makes sense if that's what they're going to do. When I looked at the map, it looked like it was going back behind Adventureland.
No, and I think
Frontierland.
We need to go watch the last podcast back again. Because we went through the same thing once before.
Podcasts are overrated.
Because if that river's going away, that's a whole.
Which is sad because they could have kept the rivers.
I know.
There's no reason to be getting rid of that.
Yeah, there is.
They have so much.
They could have shortened the track and all that. They don't care.
They have the beauty of size.
That's the one thing we have. We have the beauty of size.
They don't want
There's enough room
anymore.
Here.
I'm telling you, Frontierland won't even exist.
What's the quote, Carolyn? There's enough room here to
fit all the ideas. I don't know.
Yeah, it was for the Walt Disney Imagineer.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, for the longest time, they used to put out those press releases that said, like, there's enough empty space in Disney World to rebuild everything we have all over again.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's the whole thing is like a third of the land is developed, a third of it isn't, and then a third they're not allowed to develop at all.
Right.
So, like, they could build all the resorts again, all the theme parks again, all the water parks again, all the mini golf court, like all that stuff.
Do it, you cowards.
They don't
stop shrinking things and then bring us more We want more.
They shrink stuff and then they add stuff and they pretend that they added stuff. I'm like, you didn't add anything.
Characters.
If you take away 2 attractions and add 2 attractions, you haven't added
still
anything.
Net zero.
Yeah, you're net zero, right? Like, which is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fashionable. Everybody wants.
The only new attraction they've added is Tron. That was a plus.
That was a plus.
That was a +1.
It is true. Oh, look at that. Michael Montanez just popped up.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael Montanez.
Yeah, I think he's forgotten about us.
No, he's on vacation somewhere
Is
in
he?
Canada.
He's always traveling.
He's in my country. He's
What
on
a
the
life.
coast.
So
what a life, huh?
What a life.
Yeah, we miss him. Anyway, other than that, we had like a hurricane kind of hit.
We did.
Yeah.
So 2 hurricanes, actually. Let's not leave out the one.
Yes, that's true. You are correct.
That was no bueno.
There was one that more specifically hit Central Florida or came across Central Florida, but you also had the other one that went up in the Panhandle.
Our friend with the stapler, Mr. Milton.
Yep, and then went all the way up into the people, through Georgia and North Carolina.
Oh no, that was Helene.
They're still
bad.
Helene is the one that buried
all the other
a lot
states
of the northern.
They didn't even know it was coming.
Some of the people on the Gulf Coast got hit like twice as it, kind of was coming up the coast and then went out towards the Panhandle and then went up. My parents actually evacuated here during.
How'd they make out, John? By the way, you never said. How's their?
Yeah, so remarkably well. Actually, Venice, for whatever reason,
it
did okay.
Not like last time when there was.
Well, the last time it wasn't devastated, but there was definitely some damage there. There were some things that needed to be.
Well, Ian hit them pretty hard, didn't it? I know a lot of people.
Oh, you mean before?
Yeah.
Back when, but
we had it tough here. We had so Helene. We did not particularly. It wasn't a direct hit, but we got a ton of rain.
Right.
And then it rained, which it never does in Central Florida. It rained for the better part of like 4 days. And then it stopped for like a day, and then we got Milton, which dropped like 12 inches.
By the way, I'm not laughing at
rain
the storm, only the name.
Because it's so hard to be afraid of the
office space and the stapler.
But
we got in like a week, we got like over 30 inches of rain.
Yeah.
Was it flooding anywhere?
I mean the one road it's still flooded. Like any of the areas that are prone to flooding flooded big time.
I mean, you all had what we had earlier, and I can't remember what hurricane or tropical storm came up and kind of swung around on us, but we were out in the rain, literally digging a trench to get water from the front part of our property to the back part of our property, like so that it wouldn't flood our neighbor's garage. It was that bad. Like we were getting that much rain in that condensed a time period. So, like they say, I mean, it's usually like storm surge and things like that causes the most problem, more than anything else, and kills the most people. So this wasn't going to kill us, but it definitely was going to put a damper on our neighbor's garage and possibly damage things. But yeah, we were out in raincoats, like digging a trench, just something about that deep, maybe
run it,
just to get it,
just to not overflow, and it worked. So
we were pretty lucky. The worst thing that happened to us, it was like about 3:00 in the morning, the power went out, and like I sleep with the fan on, so like the minute the power goes out and the fan stops, I wake up.
Ian's like,
my fan's not working. So I was like, all right. So like, I get up and I'm like, okay, like I guess I'll think about getting the generator. And then like all of a sudden the power came on. So I'm like, oh, good.
No.
So we don't have cable, we only have streaming. So I was like, well, I'll wait till the internet comes back up and because Trish has to sleep with the TV on. So I'll get the TV back up and running. And before I even get that thought done, goes down. I'm like, all right, and I'm like, oh, no generator. I'll wait for it. And then I'm like, all right, wait. So it comes back. Oh, yeah, it's back. And then I'm like, I'm waiting. And I'm like, all right, it's back. So I get the TV on, I get the fan on, and I'm like, yeah.
And it went down.
And then it comes
Just
back
set
up.
up the damn generator.
And then I'm just waiting,
know, right?
and the internet doesn't come back up. So then I go downstairs and like breakers are flipping.
And he's
So like then I got to
rebooting the router.
This happened like well over a dozen times between like 3 a.m. and like 5:15 in the morning. I'm up and down the steps like over and over again, flipping breakers and like trying to. Finally, at five, it came on and stayed on. And then oddly enough, at like the next day, the storm was well through. All of a sudden, we lost power for like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
just like out of nowhere. It was really weird, and then it just kind of came back. But
well, during these storms, it was the first time ever our Tesla battery backup to our solar system kicked on. Like, so, and it works. So,
good.
Yeah, it was like
you guys lost power.
Briefly, and then it came back. It's like, you know, because there was like a little blip, and I'm like, are we running on battery right now? Like things didn't go down or anything, but you kind of saw something.
Well,
sure enough, we were. Yeah. So,
well, we did not. I bought, $100 worth of gas for the generator. Didn't use a drop.
That's right.
Well, you can cut your grass now.
Yeah, you can do that.
I don't have a lawnmower.
Oh,
you don't have a lawnmower?
No, I have people.
Well, put it in your car.
He's got a guy. He's got a guy.
My cars both take premium, and it's regular, so can't do that either.
Give it to your neighbors.
Don't
waste it.
I don't like my neighbors.
Well, no, don't get rid of it at this point.
I'm not. I'll keep it.
Put some stabilizer in there.
Stabilizer.
Yep, and you're good to go.
Well, I'm glad you guys made it through.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people didn't, but
yeah, we were very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did fine here. I mean, but hurricane season isn't over yet.
No.
So technically, so we still got.
Let's hope it ends.
By the way, hi Gail. I see. She said she was late.
2 more weeks.
Hi.
Hi Gail.
Gail said we could use some of that rain.
Bring a tanker truck, and I'll siphon some up, and you can have all you want.
So, all right. So we're going to have to try not to go a month before having a podcast again. That would. Or 2 months.
I don't mean to point this out, John, but you're usually the one who's off gallivanting around the globe.
This is not true.
This is true.
But I am
a gallivanter.
I'm going to gallivant again. You'll enjoy this. So before, I am world renowned for my travel problems.
Yes.
And I think just this comes because I travel a lot, and I do document when things do go wrong. Like I don't go on Facebook shouting about all the times things go great. But
that's because there aren't any.
This is the perception that I've created. So we were supposed to go to, was going this week to Northern Ireland, Scotland, and London to film some commercials for work. Yes, I have a real job. What is that?
Job anyway.
Who's beeping?
Oh, my dishwasher's finished.
Oh, the dishwasher. Good.
Man, that is a loud dishwasher.
That's good. Oh, by the way, somebody recommended that I don't dishwash these glasses, and they were correct. Apparently,
I wouldn't dishwash.
They went in the dishwasher. Anyway, so I was supposed to go there. My film crew came down ill this past weekend. So we literally, before I even left, I had to postpone my trip. From Tuesday, which would have been today, to Friday.
You should monitor what happens with the flight you should have been on, John, and see if
that is true. It was probably perfect though. But
that's what I'm saying. See if it was it flawless or did it crash into the ocean?
Because you're the catalyst.
Don't want to do that. But I will say so that if you've when you go on vacation, things happen, right? But this was pretty crazy. Canceling, rebooking international flights. And now instead of, because we have people scheduled to be in commercials now, instead of flying into Northern Ireland, we're flying into Scotland, then going to London, and then ending up in Northern Ireland. But the exciting part, and the reason why I bring this up, is I am going to be spending a overnight in Disneyland Paris. And I think
exciting.
I think it's like Newport Bay Hotel or something like that. I decided to keep my room in London because I'm paying at that point on my points to be able to do that. And I'm going to leave most of my luggage there. And I'm literally taking the sort of the quick train out from London, to Paris. I'm going to spend the day in the parks. I've got a two days worth of park passes. I'm going to spend the day in the parks from about noon or so on. Go to the hotel, stay overnight, wake up super early, whatever rope drop is in the morning, go there. And then I have to be back at the train by, I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock or something in the afternoon. So this is commando. This is content gathering. This is like when I go for Disney press events, and you go there with one purpose, and the purpose is to document the park and to collect and to ride on stuff and to do merchandise and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and experience it. It's been a crazy year where I've gotten to go to, 2 different global parks now. I feel very blessed to be able to do this. This is awesome. This is like the dream. And that will leave 2 to go?
Shanghai and Hong Kong?
Shanghai and Hong Kong. Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be it. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Seems like there's more than that.
Nope. I think that's it. That Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland,
I don't
California,
see myself ever going to Shanghai.
I think that's going to be a stretch, unless I get called there for business or something like that. But I didn't think I was going to be going to these 2 this year, and it happened in the same year.
I don't see myself going to China.
So, and then just a shout out to our producer who is working on these things with me at work. He is Taylor and his wife Emily. They are Pop Motion Pictures, and they just released a documentary that's getting good acclaim. It's called Getting Lost. It's about the series Lost.
Oh, neat.
And he interviewed, among other people, J.J. Abrams and the entire staff of it, whatever. And while we're there in London over the weekend, the one weekend while we're waiting to film, we're arriving over the weekend, and then we're going to start filming the beginning of the week. I think it's Saturday. They're doing a London premiere of the movie. So be going to that. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. Yeah, fun thing. So
well, you've got a lot on your plate coming up.
Yeah, you're a busy fella.
I am a busy fella. So anyway, live vicariously through me and the INTERCOT socials. Don't forget about the new website, the discussion boards there. There's a lot of information. Don't be Ian and go to other places.
Ian just goes to whatever shows up in his Facebook feed.
And if you get a chance, tell like a friend or 100 about us, would you? I mean, after
would you?
After 27 years,
all my friends are on this podcast.
You owe us after 27.
Yeah, but you know what? We've actually had a remarkable 3 or 4 months worth of growth on social media. Like, we are up big time. I mean, like follower numbers and everything, and reactions to posts, you can see like they're growing. It used to be, maybe we'd have a few people here or there. Now, we've got bunches that are actually sharing, liking, commenting, all that kind of stuff. So do that, share the stuff, help us grow. We become better because of you. So it's a cool one. And support our sponsors too, which is Magical Journey. Yeah, because you know what? I mean, Nancy didn't have to stick with us through thick and thin, and she has. And
she's awesome.
We love her.
She's good people.
Yeah, she is good people. And the people she works
with.
Girl,
that's why, John.
Yeah, I know. Poor Victory Pig. Victory Pig is closing. Victory Pig Pizza up by her. This is if you're in that neck of the woods, you know what that is. Rip Victory Pig. So sad. But yeah, support Magical Journeys. What's the URL, Carolyn?
Magical Journeys Travel.
.biz.
Head on over there.
.org.
And you know what? It costs nothing for their service.
No, why wouldn't you use them?
Why
Holy
wouldn't
moly.
You? Why wouldn't you?
They do all the hard work, so you have all the fun.
So, that's a good one. They should use that.
Are you in marketing?
Like we're in marketing or something for some big corporate company or something.
Some big enterprise software company.
Yes, something that has to do with graphics. Anyway, thanks for hanging with us all these 27 years. Thanks for being part of the magic. again, we wouldn't do it if you weren't there, but yet you are. So here we are.
John is not in marketing.
I
We'll
don't know
put
what
that in a banner.
Because you're here and we're there.
We're here and
you
you're
were there,
there,
we'd be here too.
And you know who
Thank
you are, and
Good
we know
night.
who we
You know
are.
who
And
we are.
together, we both know why we're here.
Yeah.
To share the magic.
That's right.
And I'm trying. That's not bad, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Good.
a little long for a business card. But...
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah, these both sides.
Thanks to Ian. I am in actually corporate comms, but thanks to Ian, thanks to Carolyn, thanks to you for hanging out with us. That ends
loyal listeners.
172 on one of the longest running Walt Disney World podcasts on the internet. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.